Okay, welcome to the Facebook hacking video. So first things first, log into Facebook, and then just click this little arrow in the right, and then go down to create ads. Now if you don't have an ad account already, which I'm assuming most of you do, then it'll just kind of walk you through a quick setup, terms and conditions and all that kind of stuff. Just agree to everything and then get going, and it should load up your ads manager, and it'll look a little something like this. So first things first, as soon as you load it up here, it's going to ask you to choose your objective. So there's a couple of different things that you can do. These are the only two right here that I would recommend you use. Traffic is probably the best one, but conversions are the other one. You can create a Facebook pixel, which you can embed into your funnel, and it will allow you to track the conversions, which is when somebody signs up for your email list, and show you kind of like what your results look like and how much you're spending per lead and all that kind of stuff. Me personally, I like this traffic option because I just want to send as many people there as possible. This traffic option is a little bit cheaper to get the results that we want. So name your campaign whatever you want to name it. Right now I'm assuming that we're trying to target first-time buyers for the first-time buyer funnel. If you've used this before, you're going to have custom audiences. I don't recommend using them for this specific one because you're trying to target people outside of your existing network. So right now, because we're in Calgary, we can select Calgary. We can change the radius. 25 miles, I would say maybe let's just go 35 to be on the safe side, because again, you don't know where your customers are going to be coming from. And then we select the age range for people who are first-time home buyers, but also qualified to buy. So it's usually people between, let's say, 25, 35. So now we can jump down here to detailed targeting. So I have set up a first-time buyer's cheat sheet that I'm going to give you when you get your funnels from me, and this is some of the audience stuff that I have outlined that is going to help you reach a very laser targeted demographic of people. So some of this is a combination of behaviors, different demographics, and then specific interests that these people are interested in. So I'm going to start with interests so we can get into what specifically these people are looking for. And as soon as you put in something like buying a house, you'll see in your audience definition that it starts to carve out what your potential reach is going to be. So right now we're very, very specific and fewer than 1,000 people, and we want to get this audience up a little bit higher than that. So it's going to start offering some of these related interests, and here's how you can use this properly to hone into specifically what your audience can be. So people who have expressed an interest in being a first-time buyer who are a first-time buyer, this might be something that you'd want to avoid because it could include people who have already been a first-time buyer, which isn't your audience. So we can go into house hunting, so people who are buying a house, people who are house hunting, people who are likely to move. Now I want you to pay attention to some of these different things that are popping up on the right here. As you can see, it's showing you different numbers of people. So when the audience is really broad like this, it's going to be harder to reach your specific people. So that's why we use a combination of different interests and behaviors to target who we're trying to get in touch with. So in combination with buying a house and house hunting, people who are likely to move might be a great behavior. Now as we start adding things, you can see this potential reach is growing. And you can go as big or as little as you want with this. I'm going to recommend trying to stay as targeted as possible. You're going to directly reach these specific people in this specific area, just using a combination of these different detailed targeting criteria. So once we kind of get to a comfortable number here, I'd like to see that closer to about double that number. So we'll add in a few more interests here just to see people who are interested in new homes or new houses. This seems like it might be a little bit more specific to investors, which wouldn't really be first-time home buyers. So you can get crazy and just start clicking on all of these because you want to see this number rise, but again, remember what our objective is. So here's another really good one. Renters, people who are renting homes. So in combination with renters and these specific interests, that's going to be definitely a great thing to target starter home people that are interested in starter homes. That seems like a really great option. So as you can see here, it's starting to go up a little bit. First time home buyer grant, this is a really great one. I have this one on my cheat sheet as well. And this is how you start to hack into who you need to reach. Things like Realtor.com, that's where people go to shop for houses. So in combination with being a first time buyer and a renter, and they're shopping on Realtor.com or Zillow or any of these things, that's a really great combination. So that's going to be in that cheat sheet that you get from me. And you can see that it's starting to kind of make that audience go up a little bit. So there, we got to about 10,000, so 9,200 people that we're reaching. I like that number, and I'm going to say let's go with it. You have a couple of options here with your budget and schedule. You can do a lifetime budget if you have a specific timeline that you're trying to accomplish with a specific budget. I like to just go with a daily budget because it allows me to test and monitor regularly, and we can keep this thing running continuously from today until whenever I decide I want it to shut down. If you're kind of a set it and forget it type person, you can go set an end date. I don't recommend that though, because if you're trying to qualify your leads, this is more of a hands-on type of thing. It's not a set it and forget it type of deal. So set your daily budget. I'm going to start with 10 or 20 bucks just so that we can get a good initial reach, and it will show you with your budget now how many people per day you're going to reach. Right now we're looking at about 2,000 people out of this. So that's about a week before we reach every single person in this audience. And you usually want to be in front of them often enough that you begin to look familiar to them. But you also don't want to exhaust that audience by constantly being in their face and allowing them a chance to start ignoring you. So that's when you would come back and edit your ad media and ad format, which we're going to get into here right away. So you can set your ad set name to be whatever you want, depending on what your objective is, and then click continue, and it's going to take you to the last bit of your setup. So for me, I prefer a video or an image. This video should be an introduction to exactly what you're trying to offer. So if you don't have a video that is you specifically saying, hey, come get this free buyer's guide, don't use videos. Don't use something that isn't related specifically to what you are offering, because when an audience or a person clicks on that and they don't find congruency, they are like 100% likely to immediately click away from it because it doesn't flow through exactly what it is that they're looking for. And also, they probably won't click on it if they're not interested in what that video is offering, because it doesn't say what it is that they're getting. So if you do have a video that says specifically come get this buyer's guide, use it. If you don't, you can use a single image and build your own image, or what I like to do is check this free stock images section right here, and then just put up here house hunting. So there's somebody kind of looking at their phone, or a for sale thing. Some of these kind of general all-purpose ads. I think I used this one once, something like that. Although if there is text in the image, Facebook hates that, and they may not show it as often to the audience that you're looking to get in front of. So I don't recommend using any real text there. So I'm going to go back and use something like this. I don't remember where it is, but I read a study about ad images on Facebook, and people are something like 60 or 70% more likely to click on an ad if there's people in the image and if they're smiling. So try and keep those two things in mind. So here's where you would go and select your specific Facebook page. Let's say that was, this is me as a musician. You probably want to use yours as a realtor. The website URL right here would be your funnel landing page, whatever that landing page is. And then scroll down here, you can see headline, text, and newsfeed link description. So the headline is going to be this right here. And for me, this was the headline I used, and it edits live for you right here. House hunting guide for noobs. And then in your post text, this is what I used, something along these lines. You can edit this obviously to be whatever you want it to be. But this is what I said: learn how to buy a house. Even if you have absolutely no idea where to start or what the process is, the simple 35-page first-time home buyer's guide will show you exactly what you need to do to get out of that rental and into your dream home in less than 30 days. How-tos and that kind of thing usually get a really good conversion. And then right underneath it, you can type in your email or your website link right there if you want to. I don't recommend it. I want to send everybody to the Learn More button right here. This little section right here is going to be this newsfeed link description. And it's a real quick one-sentence summary. How to navigate the home buying process even if you've never thought you'd be able to buy a home. And then this display link, you can make whatever it is. This right here, as long as it's not something completely scary, doesn't matter what you put here, it's not going to affect anything and usually doesn't change much as far as conversion rate goes. Now this call to action button, I always choose to Learn More, but you can, read through here. Nothing I don't think really applies, so Learn More is going to be your best option. And then you just click Place Order, and it will submit it to Facebook for review. It usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes, and they're going to quickly approve it. And then you can manage your ads in the Ads Manager. If you're familiar with that, then you already know what it is that you're looking for. If you're not familiar with it, that's more of a specific thing that you probably want to just get in touch with me to talk about the different things to monitor to make sure that you're getting the right conversion rates for the right amount of money that you're spending, and how to tweak and set up your split testing on your funnel pages, and how to do split testing on your ad images and your ad copy and all that kind of stuff. So you can get real detailed, but initially this is a real great place to start to kind of hack into your specific audience and how to reach them and get them into your funnel, and then allow you to contact them and get in touch with them directly, and you're going to be building leads on a daily basis. So I hope you really can see how incredible this is and how much value it can add to your business and what you guys can do. There's a link below on this page that if you just click that, it'll send you over. You get the funnels that I'm sharing with you for free, and you guys can jump right in. If you have any questions about it, I'm always available just like normal. You can just text me or email me, and I'll try and respond as quickly as possible, just to kind of get you guys going. And if you want to talk more about the social networking and hacking into your potential audience, I could definitely help you with that as well. Just shoot me a quick text or email, and we can sit down and talk about some of that stuff as well. So thanks for watching this, guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me, and hopefully we can work together and keep building some amazing funnels.